this tragedy. And we're back here in Lagos, where a major tragedy has been averted in the Apapa area of Lagos State. The Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service says it salvaged a 45,000 diesel tanker which turned over at the Liverpool Bridge outward Apapa, Tinkan Island, Lagos State. Now, before the arrival of the fire service, residents in Lagos numbers were seen scooping liquid substances suspected to be diesel being spewed from the tanker on the bridge without considering the associated risk. The fire service confirmed that the tanker has been saved from a secondary incident. Well, our senior reporter at TVC News, Theophilus Elama, joins me on the news for more updates. Theophilus, thank you for joining us at this time. I mean, things may have turned out differently with residents scooping content from the tanker without considering the risk involved. But talk to us now. What's the situation on the scene at the moment?
Well, Olamide, that particular situation has been curtailed. Right now, we're on Liverpool Bridge, but down there, just some distance away from us, that was where people were scooping fuel because the tanker had bent over into the contents pouring down the bridge, and so people were scooping fuel. But as it is, soldiers, police, they are all the security agencies are there, and they have cordoned the area, so nobody is there at the point. They've stopped people from even passing. They just opened this part where you can see vehicles now. Before, vehicles were not passing there because they were trying to curtail the situation. As it is, traffic flow is restored in that area. But we're at Liverpool Bridge at this point, and we are seeing from my end, from my back here, the situation here, where like you can see, the tanker has been stabilized at this point, and the other tanker here is trying to do what it needs to do, take the remaining fuel away from that tanker into the next. Emergency responders are here doing all they have to do. Lagos State Fire Service, LASEMA, and all of that. So everyone is here doing their bit to ensure here is safe. I have a guest here who is a safety expert, Victor Akpan, and he was here all the while. We were discussing this with us, and so he's here to give us some perspective onto this. Thank you so much for coming. So give us your perspective of what happened here today, how did it happen, and all of that.
Thank you very much for having me. The early hours of today, we got a distress call of a fallen 40,000 liters diesel truck on the Liverpool Bridge. So as safety people involved, the cluster, Apapa cluster, we have to mobilize men and equipment to the site. And on getting to the site, we discover the truck is fallen almost off the bridge, but thank God that it did not fall off the bridge to affect the market under the bridge now. Now, so far so good, there's no casualty. The driver sustained a minor injury and the motorboy, which has been taken care of. All the while, it has been a long day trying to get a crane to lift up the fallen truck so that we can commence the transloading from the fallen truck to a waiting empty truck. As you can see, it took more than 4 hours to get that done. So because we could not have transferred the product, translate the product, simply on the ground that, on the fact that the point of discharge of the fallen truck is beneath. So it makes the transloading very, very difficult. So now, about 30, 45 minutes ago, we got the crane to lift the fallen truck to a standing position, observing all safety precautionary measures and protocols. We have to wet the floor, foam the floor to neutralize the spill product, to prevent any scratch that will result into a fire incident, which we have done religiously. So currently now, the transloading is ongoing. That will take maybe the next 30 minutes. After that, we need to flush the road because the nature of diesel is slippery. We need to use a foam material to flush the road to ensure so that we will not have multiple accidents. It is at a very sharp bend. But from my on-the-spot assessment and investigation and findings so far, I'm not quick to say that the driver may have been in a speed, because yes, the truck actually rammed into the pavement. At that early hours of the morning, when we are coming out of Apapa, you are going against traffic. So there was no need to rush. I keep on saying it. In journey management, in traveling, is not the haste, it's the thoroughness, so that you can get to the destination. Just assuming it was a PMS truck, we would have been talking of nothing less than 500 dead below the bridge, because there's a very big market, Liverpool market, very busy market. But thanks be to God that it was not a PMS product. And I want also to say that our emergency response, the equipment, should be available at every time, at every point, for deployment within 30 minutes or 1 hour. You can imagine from maybe 8 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning, we just got the crane about 1 hour, 30 minutes ago to lift. And even then, other accessories for us to have a seamless lifting was not there. So I think we could do a little more on our emergency response.
Okay, so far so good. In about 30 minutes to 1 hour, this place should be totally cleared.
Yes, in the next 30 minutes, maximum 45 minutes, because after the transloading, we need to flush before we can actually open the road for traffic. So I can assure you the next 30 to 45 minutes, we'll be done with it. That's the position.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Lamide, you've heard it from the safety experts now. So in the next 30 to 45 minutes, this place would have been cleared for onward movement. Over to the studio.
Theophilus, thank you for that update. Well, that would have been a big disaster if it wasn't,